All the way to the end.
I seriously feel like we should.
You gotta milk it for everything it's worth.
As they used to say in the military, drop your
You gotta turn your
cock,
mic
grab
back on,
your
buddy.
socks, it's ready to go.
But anywho, welcome to the show, guys. Oh, there we go. Maybe I fixed it. There we go. Now I can hear. I thought you had your mics in.
I did a perfect little tag on to what you said before you play the song. And,
Well, then
I'll
just have to wait and hear
I was
when
saying,
I listen
like
to
they said
it.
back in boot camp, drop your cocks, grab your socks, it's time to go.
I say that to start every match on Call of Duty. Drop your socks and grab your cocks. It's raping time, boys. What the fuck? Anywho, welcome to the show. Fuck you, Cameron. Right off the bat, we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. You're wrong. He's wrong. Everybody was wrong. I was the only one that was right. And according to the polls, by unanimous decision, I was right and Jeff was wrong.
The two of us were the only ones that voted.
Well, I pulled the polls. We counted all the ballots. We counted all the votes. There were no hanging chads. There were no votes
a pallet full of ballots came in for Chris, just like Joe Biden.
I do not know what you were speaking of.
Last night, a pallet full of ballots just showed up out of nowhere.
There was no collusion with Russia. This was a straight.
It felt like 2020 all over again. I was like, here we go again.
This was a straight up voting process, all on the up and up, and I'm right and you are wrong. Sorry, sir.
I literally talk to people at work, asking them the question. Hey, I got a question for you.
I got a question for you. Hey, by the way, not only can I get you a bunch of money back, but I have a question for you.
Well, as coworkers, it's not like I was talking to clients. Hey, by the way,
By the way,
so
random question.
professional, by the way.
Random question. How many holes? Excuse me, ma'am. How many holes do you have on your body?
Hello,
Oh, what?
hello.
Hello.
I think I called back.
Bueller. Bueller.
Exactly. Oh,
But welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully, y'all having a good week so far. Sorry, I'm a little rambunctious. I was watching some hype videos before we came on, and I'm a little extra rambunctious tonight. Jeff called me a nerd. We'll get into that here in a second.
oh my God.
Ah, but welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm Glick, as always, hanging down there with Shortius, Maximus, Jeffrey Hawk Potter.
Oh,
I need to learn some of these
you.
like nerd names. I need to learn some of these nerd names so I can throw them into your intro. Jeffrey Denarius Hawk. I don't know. Is that a nerd thing? Is that a nerd
Well, that's
reference?
from Game of Thrones, so yeah. But Daenerys
Yeah.
is a chick, so
Well, you're basically a bitch. So
yeah. But if you're gonna know me from anything from Game of Thrones, you got to at least, and especially if you're gonna call me short, you at least got to call me Peter Dinklage's character.
I don't. What was his character's name?
I can't remember.
Well, I don't know. So as soon as
It
you
literally
tell me,
eluded me as I was saying it. I was like,
I have
shit,
no
I
idea.
don't
So
know
as
the
soon
answer
as
to my own question.
as soon as you tell me, then you give me something to work with. That's your homework. But
I'm gonna look it
guys,
up while you do the intro.
speaking of social media and our the poll that Jeff put up that he lost, even though he told me I wasn't allowed to vote.
And what's funny is I said you weren't allowed to vote, and then I voted.
Yeah, you're not allowed to vote for yourself, twat. I didn't. Some Glick Show guy voted in my favor. I don't know who that guy is. But speaking of social media, if you guys aren't already, feel free to check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense. Facebook, your Instagram, Twitter,
But you're in
TikTok, all that
Lannister.
fun jazz. Oh, close enough. Uh, Also, if you want to join us live for one of our shows, follow us on Haps, YouTube, Twitch, and again, Facebook and Twitter. We are live there as well every Wednesday and Saturday night. And if you want to get every single episode of this bullshit, you can simply do that by going to Anchor or Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your podcast and fixins from. Get your little jollies off at and give us a listen. And then if you'd like to use the email that never gets any email unless it's Jeff sending me emails about his period scheme, then you can email us at
Podcast@gmail.com. Not a pyramid. I
you
got
can
my
buy
buddy's
500
side.
acres and
He's brokering 3 deals right now. I'm brokering 2.
well, there you go. But that's that. There's that. That's out of the way. That's out of the way. I told you who I was. I told you who he was. Well, it's been a fantastic show, folks. We'll see you next
Have
week.
a wonderful
Bye.
night. Bye. No, you know what? If it wasn't podcast day, I'd be sitting in a movie theater right now.
For the new Spider-Man movie?
Yes, sir. Because
Yeah.
I went to the doctor and then I had I scheduled out X amount of time from work. So I had time left over. So we sat here and watched Far From Home. And the post credits came up and my wife was like, let's go. I'm calling the cab guy.
Yeah, right.
I was like, what are you talking about? Let's go. She's like, we're going to see this fucking movie. I said, I got a podcast in like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Like, oh.
I was thinking. I'll have to wait and see, but I was thinking maybe Sunday or one day this week. I don't know if it's this week coming up or next week. We're doing a shutdown at work. Like they're shutting down the university.
Nice.
And giving everybody time off, like some kind of holiday thing. It beats the hell out of me. None of us really know what's going on, but maybe one day next week or something, me and the kids go and see the new Spider-Man movie. I want to go. I want to see it. And I know they want. At least Cash wants to see it, so maybe Cash and I will go if the girls don't want to go.
Girls are crazy if
Or
they
we
don't
can.
want to go because,
Well, I mean, they're getting
like I
older.
said,
They're
yeah, but still, they're getting older. Motherfucker, I'm 41, and I'm
yeah, I
like,
know,
let's
but they're
go.
also yeah, but they're kind of. I
They're
think
too
I think
cool
they'll
for
want to see
school,
it.
kind of
Well,
stuff.
I think my girls are slowly growing out of the superhero stuff. You know what I mean? Not that it's a boy or a girl thing. I just think
No,
my
no, but it's also an age thing. They're at that age where it's
hmm.
cool to shit on the system or to shit on old school.
Well, I don't think they're going to shit on the movie. They just might not be
No,
interested
but
in
you know
going
what
to
I
watch
mean. I
it.
mean, they're
They
like,
probably want
oh
to
no,
go
it's too
see.
mainstream. I don't want to go.
Well,
She's died.
it's probably more along the lines that their dad's lame and I really get into those movies. That's why I generally watch them in the
Sit in the
privacy of my
background.
own
Fuck
home.
out! Spider-Man, kick his ass.
Yeah, yeah, I get excited, but I do, I really do when I watch superhero movies for the first time. I'll jump up and be like, yeah, or
Oh,
it's an
dude,
emotional roller coaster.
when
One
when
second, I'm
Endgame came out and everybody
yeah,
starts coming through the portals, the theater went fucking nuts.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, when Thor showed up in Wakanda and started
Oh
beating the
yeah.
brakes off of everybody, and I was like, dude, and it's an emotional
Bring me
roller coaster for me too
Thanos.
because
Kind of song.
yeah, because because they can't they bring you real high and then they kick you in the dick and knock you down and make you
Oh
cry. I can't do
god.
that in public, man. I'm too old. I can't be crying in
Oh
movies in
dude.
public.
That especially I don't care who you are. If you didn't cry during fucking Infinity War, you have no
Yeah,
soul. Because Jesus, that the whole Tom Holland dying and Tony Stark
yeah.
ripping
I
off the
mean,
arms. Holy
uh,
shit, man. That still haunts me.
yeah. When Tom died, and then when Tony Stark dies in the next one, it's just like
Oh,
we've already discussed that. We won't go into detail. We've
heartbreaking.
already told everybody how much of bitches we are because
I was gonna
we
say
bawled our
our
eyes out during.
vaginas are bleeding in sync.
I didn't cry when they killed Old Yeller, God damn it, but I cried when Spider-Man died.
I can't watch Old Yeller. It pisses me off.
I cried when they killed Cujo at the end of Cujo. Fuck Old Yeller, oh bitch
my
ass.
son, my son. I showed that movie to my son. The whole time he's going, "What's wrong with this dog?" It's
That's
like it just won't leave him. Let him get out of that car.
yeah.
And he's sitting there complaining, "It's not that hot in that car." I said, "Dude, they've been in it for like 2 days."
Let me go lock you in a car for 2 days and see how you
That's
fare.
what I said. I said, "No food, no water, 2 days. You'll be
Yeah,
fine."
you're fine. It's not that hot.
And every time you even
But
think about getting out, I'm gonna slam my face up against the window.
but speaking of being nerds, before the show, I was watching all these fan made videos to like
Right.
different songs, Zeppelin and "Holding Out for a Hero," which
Which is a
was
little bit
in.
lame, but I like that song.
That
As
is a
lame as
killer
that song
song.
is, that song, I don't
It
care
was
what
in
movie
it
it's
was
in,
in
it comes up.
Footloose. Yeah, it was in Footloose.
The best use of
Uh,
that song though is fucking Shrek.
I was gonna say for the younger listeners, they might know it from Shrek. It was really good use in the. I still think of the Footloose scene when I hear that
I
song
do
though.
too. I do too.
But they like a whole bunch of different hype songs that they were doing like these montage videos and like that holding out for a hero. It starts out and they're showing all the bad guys from all the MCU movies,
Oh,
Loki
okay.
and Hydra and Thanos and Abomination and blah blah blah. And then it gets to the build up where they're like, where have all the White Knights gone and then they start showing. They just show Captain Shield in the ice and like Iron Man's
Right.
suit hanging up, and then it builds into all the characters, and then I'm like, hell yeah! This is
Oh,
Zeppelin, of course. They did a whole Thor tribute to Zeppelin "Immigrant Song," which is from
nice.
every Thor movie and movie that Thor's in.
Oh
Basically,
yeah.
all his kick-ass.
Listen
So
to all of them.
I was watching those getting hyped, and you sir had the nerve to call me a nerd,
Oh, oh. I
and I
granted, yes, I did call you a nerd because it's a nerdy thing to do, and I'm no different because I literally sat and watched. I couldn't make it through the whole thing. The questions were too easy. There is a Harry Potter themed quiz show on as of late, and it's called Harry Potter Tournament of Houses, and it's fans answering questions about Harry
mhm.
Potter. And I'm such a nerd. I was answering the questions as they were being read. I'm like, I would dominate that fucking game. And I'm like, really? They had to think about it? Come on.
Mm. Well, it's all about build up and
But it's hosted by
but
Helen Mirren, and it's genius. But I couldn't get into it.
but
It was too easy.
as I had to remind you that yes, I am a nerd, and the things that I nerd out about, my side would absolutely destroy your fucking wizards and dragons with ease.
I don't know.
Don't worry, the feelings are mutual, Cameron. What do you mean you don't know? We have gods on our side. And wizards. Sorcerers extremes, or whatever the
Speaking of
hell they...
speaking of badasses, I watched. I'm going to send you a link, and I watched a set of trailers yesterday for movies coming out, and holy fuck, me,
A
it's
what?
the top of 2021 and 2022. And
Oh,
the
okay,
Morbius
gotcha. Looks bad as hell.
with oh my god, it looks amazing.
With Leto?
Yes, and
Yeah, it looks good.
there's a movie in there called Moonfall. That was badass too. It's real. The moon is fake. We're going into the moon kind of thing, and
Mm.
it's fucking weird concept. But it's a whole list of movies, and the new Kevin James movie that's going to be on Netflix is good.
How are you just now getting started on Marvel movies? And you know what? Those
Who?
movies are so old you can't even be mad at us for spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, come
Cameron.
on, dude. It would be one thing if we
Where
got
the
here and
fuck?
started spoiling Spider-Man. To spoil fucking Endgame and shit? I mean, you want to talk about missing the boat, sir. Jesus.
Don't worry, they're not that
Fuck you.
spoiled. It's not like Jeff did a movie review on the MCU. It's
Bring
not
up
that
oxen
spoiled.
tissues. That's all I'm saying. Bring up oxen fucking
Speaking of movie previews, did you see the one that I sent you on TikTok? The
maybe.
new
Let me check.
the new Nick Cage movie coming out?
Oh yes, it's about Nick Cage.
Yeah.
That's in this. That's in this that I'm
Yeah.
sending you. And holy shit, it looks amazing. It's in it because
I want to
that's
see.
what as I was watching this upcoming movie shit, it was on there, and the guy that is the fan of Nick Cage, that's the dude from Mandalorian.
The
That's
dude from
that's the guy that
Mandalorian?
actually plays the Mandalorian.
The Boba Fett guy?
No, he's the Mandalorian. The Boba Fett is
The guy who looks like Boba
is
Fett?
played by Toy. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, right.
he's
Boba Fett was the
same
bounty hunter,
play
right?
as- Right. But the
Okay.
Mandalorian
Yes.
is like a completely new character. Chris got something right. I'll mark that on the fucking.
You hear that?
But
You hear that, nerds?
but holy shit, it looks so hilarious.
Yeah,
I
that,
do
that
spoil
movie,
stuff.
that movie in the trailer where him
It
and Neil
looks
Patrick
so
Harris are
funny.
talking, and he's like, "You've been living in this hotel for a year," and he's like, "They like having me here. You owe them $600,000."
No, but what's funny is he shows up on the dock. He's hired to. The trailer basically says he's been hired to show up at this guy's party. He gets there and he's like,
Yeah, he's
"Look,
like,
I'm cool with hanging out with this guy, but if he wants me to fuck his wife while he watches, that's not gonna happen." The guy's
Yeah.
like, "I'm the
Yeah.
guy." He's like, "Oh, well, lovely to meet you."
he's like, if he wants me to fuck his wife or watch me fuck his wife, that ain't fucking happening. It's just like the movie looks so dumb, but I want to see it so bad.
Very
And then
Willy's
Summer sent
Wonderland
me
kind of thing.
yeah. And then Summer sent me the trailer earlier today, and I was like, I've seen that. I want to see it so bad.
Oh my god, I will literally be in line.
Well,
As
Jeffrey,
bad as
or
some Nick Cage movies are, they're all good in one way or another.
oh, I mean, yeah, they're so bad. They're good, and they're still enjoyable. I mean, you can't you can't help but not like them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Hello, if
Well,
you
I mean,
need real, free, and high
yeah, I
quality
saw that.
service to encourage your viewers, check streamdetails.com. Top streamers already in use.
Hmm.
That's what I have to say about that. Well, Cameron, you'll be happy to know that after tonight, hopefully starting Saturday, Jeff has been fired from movie reviews. We'll no longer have movie reviews.
But I got a
We're gonna
really good
have.
one for you, sir.
We're going to. We're, I say we're we. I'm making moves and adjustments to hopefully better the podcast. I think it'll be good in the long run. Currently lining up our third guest. Was in talks with him today,
Excellent.
so that'll be cool.
Well, I watched a movie last night for my movie review. I watched, and it's a newer movie, and
I watched Casablanca,
no.
1957.
It's actually it's Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Recreation,
I don't know who that
and
is.
you'd know her as soon as you heard her speak. But
Is it the little
it's
Indian
basically
chick?
no. She's um
You'll have to
look her
tune
up
in and find
while
out.
you're looking at it. But
I
the
am.
to-do list
Just tell
is
you.
the name of the movie, and it's basically like Andy Samberg's in it. There's a whole slew of SNL characters, so it's basically an SNL movie.
Oh, I know who she is.
But the to-do list is
She's
basically about a
she's a little
girl
cutie.
in the '90s. She's graduating high school, getting ready to go off to college, and she decides she's kind of a nerd, like a bookworm nerd, and she decides
Mhm.
to learn everything she can about sex and losing her virginity. And she's literally making a list of all the things she wants to do, like blow job and all this stuff. And she gets to pearl necklace. She gets to pearl necklace, and she's like, "What's that?" And she opens up like a dictionary, and she's like, "Huh, no definition." It sounds elegant, though. It's so
Nice.
funny. It's like I said. I can't remember the guy's name that's in it with her. She's basically working at a pool, and the manager of the pool is instantly recognizable, but you won't remember his name.
Fair enough.
He's one of those. He's one of those actors from SNL and stuff like that. You're like,
It's
I know
Bill
that
Hader.
guy. Yeah, that's who it is. See, I can never remember his name.
What?
He's not Nick fucking Cage.
Oh, hey, it's got Donald Glover's in it, and
Yeah, tons of
Clark
people in it.
Gregg, the guy who plays Coulson in the Marvel
Yep.
movies for Shield.
Yeah, Coulson plays her dad, and he's a judge, and
Oh, and it's
she's
got
yeah
McLovin in it.
yeah McLovin's in it.
Ooh,
He
Connie.
he try humps her because she's on her list is all this stuff like dry hump and all this stuff, and McLovin and her
What's
dry
up, bro?
hump. It's so funny.
Wait, her dad dry humps her?
No, McLovin.
Oh, ooh, Connie
Yeah,
Britton's in it too.
yeah. What's the
She was
girl's
so hot
name
in
with
the
the
first.
freckles? One of
The
her friends is a girl that I've seen her in something else. I just can't. I don't know where. I have to look her up. I find her oddly attractive.
Rachel Bilson.
I'll tell you in a second.
Well, not seeing the movie, I don't know who her friend is. But so it's like one of those like cheesy. What's going on, Bobby? One of those cheesy like teen movies.
It is, except for the fact it's made to be way more raunchier
What's up,
than
pretty girl?
that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the American Pie movies or stuff like that.
More or less.
They were super raunchy.
Pardon me.
Well, sir,
2013 is when it came out, so it was cute. It was like I said, I saw it up there on Netflix for a while, and I was just kind of like, I don't know. And when I finally realized who the main character was played by or Aubrey Plaza, I was like, okay, I'm in.
nah, she's hot.
At
I'm
least
in. She bet the.
no, it's not that she's hot. I mean, she's a good-looking woman, but she's funny. She does really good dry humor.
Wasn't
The
she? She was in. She was the bitchy one that was with Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec, right?
yes, maybe
They wound up getting
she
married or
she plays
whatever.
she plays in Parks and Rec, she plays the assistant to Ron. I want to say Ron Burgundy, but it's not Ron Burgundy.
Oh, we don't need all that. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's just.
She's hilarious.
She's weird and crazy. She's a
weird.
cutie.
She's weird. She's weird. If
Yeah.
you see her on, she did a talk show. She did a talk show with like John Colbert or something like that. And he asks her a question, and she just gives the weirdest answer ever, and then just kind of looks at him like she's overly nervous, and it was hilarious.
For me, yes, it was an easy day, Brian. we had our holiday Christmas lunch today at work.
Oh yeah.
My God, I'm still stuffed, dude. We did
Good food.
like potluck type style, but then OSU bought a couple hams, and one of the guys brought in like a 17-pound turkey, and he had all the sides and desserts and everything like that. But yeah, needless to say, after we got done eating lunch, our boss was like, "Yeah, go ahead and go get whatever you need out of your buildings and come back here. We're not doing anything the rest of the day."
She played April Ludgate in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, she was Chris Pratt's girlfriend.
I guess. I don't know. I've never seen Parks and Rec. She did.
The Parks
She
and
was in
Rec
Child's
is-
Play in 2019. She played
Uh,
Karen.
Parks and Rec is actually pretty funny. Ron Swanson is the man on that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, that's who. She played his assistant.
Yeah.
And Ron Swanson, in real life, the real guy that plays Ron Swanson, is a woodworking genius. He's got his own furniture company, and basically he uses all his money to buy this crazy equipment. So he's like a man after my own heart. But I want to get a printed out. I want to make a printed out note like he has when he shows up at the park with a pig. It just says, "I do whatever I want."
Yeah.
It's like, Ron, did you
I do
write
what I
this?
want.
He's like, it's called freedom.
Yeah.
The best. He goes to that restaurant and he's like, "I'll take the party platter sampler," and the guy's like, "That's for a group of 4." And he's like, "I know what I'm about, son."
Yes, Brian, you are not wrong. Jeff loves wood.
I do. I'm a real wood guy.
All different shapes and sizes and colors. He's definitely not a racist like some people on this app.
Yeah. I could never be called a racist because I got all types of wood.
But
But yeah, it
well,
was a good movie. It's definitely worth the checkout. Like, there's a couple
worth the
movies.
checkout.
Yeah, it's worth the.
I
It's a
will
nice.
add it.
No, but the whole thing takes place in the '90s as well, so it's a real
I will-
flashback comedy too.
I will add it to the list. Speaking of the list, guess what I finally started watching this week?
Oh, really? What's that?
I finally started watching Yellowstone. And my God, that first episode had me fucked up. Dude, they did not waste any time sucking you into that goddamn show whatsoever.
That's next on my list. As soon as I finish Coma FD, I'm going over to that.
Oh, dude. I mean, first episode, first minute into the show, there was a what the fuck moment. And I was like, damn, okay, well, how's the rest of this episode? By the end of it, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I gotta know what's gonna happen next. So,
Right?
I think there was 9 episodes in the first season, and I watched 6 of them Sunday.
Nice.
and then I forced myself to go to bed at like 11 o'clock. I was like, I can watch one more episode. It'll be all right.
I do that.
So
I do that a lot.
guess who is going to binge through 4 seasons of Yellowstone when we do our shutdown at work in 2 days? But Summer was right, I feel terrible for sleeping on the show. It is really good so far. So
It's one of those things. It's
but
like, I've heard a lot of good things about it. My problem is much like I started watching Hawkeye, and the problem I
haven't
have
started
with
watching
it is,
it.
it's actually it's decent. It's a little campy, but it's pretty decent. The problem I have with it is you finish an episode and you're like, wait, what? Oh, God damn it! You have to wait a fucking week.
Yeah, I think that's why I haven't started watching it yet. But The reason I started watching Yellowstone is because 1883 just came out, which is the prequel to
Right.
Yellowstone, and it's
I
got
saw I
Sam
saw I
Elliott
saw a poster for
and
it.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in it, and I guess from what Summer told me, they signed Tom Hanks.
No shit.
It is called a cliffhanger. Yeah. So, and Summer and I were talking about it the other day, and I said, I don't think Tom Hanks has ever done a western.
Yeah, he did.
So I can't. No, I
No,
looked
he
it up.
did.
He hasn't.
It's actually called. He did something of a western. It's
There's a new movie that just came out. It's like News
right.
of Tomorrow or News of,
Yeah, that's what
but
it
it's not
is.
really a western. So then I
Okay.
got to thinking, and I was like, damn, because at first I was like, I can't really picture Tom Cruise being in a western, you
Tom
know,
Hanks.
or Tom Hanks. And then I got to, and I'm like, you know what? He's done everything. Like he's
I
literally
know
done
why
every
not.
type.
Well, he
So
did play a
I
cowboy.
think it. When?
He's Woody from
Well,
fucking Toy
yeah,
Story.
he's Woody from Toy
Boom.
Story. That doesn't.
I know that doesn't
God, that
count,
doesn't count.
but it's
But
still
I,
he
I
plays
was
a
like, but
cowboy.
the more I got to think about it, I was like, I mean, he was a believable retard. He was a believable kid and big.
Oh my
You
god, I
know,
love that movie.
he's been in how many
Silver
war
Kino.
movies?
Oh
Yeah,
my
how many
gosh.
war movies has he
You
been
could
in? He's
totally
been in
believe Tom
romantic
Hanks
movies.
could really fucking direct somebody in a battlefield, so to speak.
Yeah, so it's like I'm kind of excited to watch 1883, but I want to watch all of Yellowstone first. That
Right.
way, I kind of have a. But it's man, it's really good.
I haven't seen Mr. Rogers yet. I
I
want to
have
see it.
not seen Mr. Rogers, Gina,
I want to see it because I used to love Mr. Rogers when I was a kid.
but I would like to. I'm kind of up in the air about it. I don't know. Don't worry, Brian. You didn't miss much of anything last night. You probably were better off playing your hunting game. That was one of those. If you didn't agree, you were a bad guy. There was only one point of view. But I'll have to fill you in on that one later.
Yeah. I was gonna
I
say
was causing.
no one else.
I wasn't really causing trouble. I would just ask a couple questions, and then they played dumb. So,
Yeah.
but so yeah, man. Like I said, Summer was right, and I was an ass for sleeping on Yellowstone for so long.
Well, it's
What's
not like
going
I said.
on,
It's
Noah?
not only that.
How you doing, Bubba?
The worst thing about nowadays that cliffhangers can be avoided if you just sleep for a little bit.
Just, well, I mean, they just started the fourth season,
Right.
so I think I'm good to. I've slept long enough. Well, which is kind of what I did like with with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
You know, I kind of held off on that a little bit, so I had a few episodes in. I did the same thing with WandaVision. Well, actually, I take that back. I
Go ahead.
started watching
I got a fried chicken.
WandaVision as soon as it came out, but it was so slow that I almost stopped watching it. So I gave it a few episodes and then I came back to it. It's going good, though. How you doing, man? Welcome back. We've sucked you in. We've drawn you in. Welcome to the cult. Yeah, listen to that 20 minutes of it. You asked a couple good questions. Yeah. It went against their narrative. Dumb or they tried to twist it or anything like that. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I watched for a good bit and, here in I was actually getting a little bit aggravated and upset, to be honest with you. And I had to leave because otherwise I was going to hurt somebody's feelings. Why are you doing homework late at night? You sound like my kids, or my oldest daughter, I should say, who apparently is getting out of school at like 9 o'clock Friday because she only has one exam. I can't believe my oldest daughter is taking exams in high school. I can't believe she's in high school. Holy crap. So she had messaged me earlier. She's like, can I go over to Uncle Nick's Friday until you get off work? I was like, yeah, that's fine. No, we don't have Discord. I don't really like Discord. We do have We do have a Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. Which um, you guys need to start following us on social media because we got some changes coming up. Probably, maybe, hopefully, starting Saturday. So, and it's going to involve you guys interacting on social media with us. I think it's going to be a good change. I think it's going to be fun. Oh, she cracks me up. My fiance cracks me up. Sorry. It's not that late there. You're only yeah, everything Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and TikTok. It's all nonsensical nonsense. All of our social media and everywhere you can find us is all nonsensical nonsense. And it's not private or anything like that, so you can scroll through and see our dumbasses and see our lives and see everything like that. No, I 100% agree, Brian. I'm about as white as they come, and at the end of the day, I've been through the same shit, judged, stereotyped, and everything else, and attacked and whatnot. But that don't happen. Apparently I got that little card that says that none of that ever happens to me. I don't know about you, but I got to go to college because for free based off the color of my skin. Um, I have all these special things just for me that are free because of the color of my skin. Fucking idiots. Nobody wants to hear both sides. They only want to hear the narrative. I really shouldn't go down that road because that's not what we do here. We try to keep it lighthearted and funny. But that's okay. I have a few things. I have a few things that I would like to say, but I will save it for another live, maybe somebody else's or this one where we're not recording the podcast. But apparently Jeff got lost while he was going to go fry chicken. I don't know what the hell is going on. But yeah, as I was saying, we do have some changes coming up. Jeff, this was his last review. Hopefully he's okay with that. I'm kind of forcing him into a little bit more responsibility. Um, and we want to start shooting to get you guys a little bit more interactive on social media. And then not only being interactive on social media, we can pull more people off of social media to the lives. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm not afraid to go down the rabbit hole. I just don't want to do it on here because we specifically said we were going to stay away from those kinds of things. But I would gladly jump in because
wait, what I missed?
the live that was on last night
Ah,
uh, about racism. You're gonna drink milch. What is milch?
I'm
Yeah, what
curious
is
on what
milch?
Milch is too.
I am too. I know Noah's in Berlin. So I don't know if that's a Germany thing or.
Might be a German.
I almost started. Brian almost suckered me into it. I had to catch myself because he almost suckered me into that conversation, and I was like, "This is not the time or place for that conversation."
No, it is not. But
Uh,
all right.
but it just basically turned into a pity party and a white bashing party. And if you commented and you went against their narrative, they either just ignored it or they played stupid. They're like, "Oh, we don't understand the question. What do you mean? I can't read that. I don't have my glasses on. I don't have my contacts, and I have my glasses on. I can't see that." Just they played fucking stupid. So I was getting a little worked up, so I had to leave before I started hurting feelings because everybody knows how quick I am to hurt feelings on Haps.
No, it's. I think that's. Yeah, let's not get into it because I'll get us in trouble.
We haven't gotten in trouble yet.
No, but I'm probably sure I would.
uh, what hunting game were you playing? I was.
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's
What hunting
basically
game is it?
that's basically what I did too. I just went to playing Black Ops. I decided to go kill zombies because I was like, "Oh, you zombie fuckers are gonna get it now." I like going on Call of Duty on Cold War and playing solo zombies because it's basically just a survival mode. I can't stand playing in like a online lobby because people get so serious and they're like, let's open every door and follow the objective and turn the power
Yeah.
on and da da da. And I'm like, I just want to see how long I can survive. I might open a
Right.
couple doors just so I can get to the mystery box and get cool guns or whatever, but I just want to see how long I can survive by myself with a horde of zombies. You know?
Well,
and I'll
speaking of
like
Horde of
and I'll like
Zombies,
I'll
that
like
game I
run
got,
around and
Days Gone, I think you'd fucking love it, dude, because it's
you
literally
love that damn game. You bring that
that
game
game
up every
is
time zombies are mentioned.
that game's awesome because at one point, well, once you reach a certain point, you have a open mission that anytime you
Mm-hmm.
see a horde, and a horde is more than 100 zombies, your mission is to kill said horde, and
Oh,
it's
are you?
yeah,
It's a horde is a more than 100.
yeah,
Are you sure it's
yeah,
not just a gathering and a horde is actually anywhere from 10 to 20?
no, well, they call it no matter how many, well,
Is
because
it
you'll
a
get
is it a clip of zombies or a magazine of
yeah, there you go.
zombies?
No, but it's like at the
Welcome
you
back.
start off, you have
Oh damn,
when
you are way too young for this podcast.
yeah,
But you're German, so you're 14. You're 14
what's the
years old,
drinking age in Germany?
but in real life you're like 35 based on German years. In German
Right.
years you're 35. Brian got the Hunter Call of the Wild from Epic Games. Well, you should still be in your kid's house. You're your parents' house. You're 14. But no, I'll like corral the zombies. I'll like run in circles to get them into like a giant group,
Right.
and then I'll just throw a Molotov cocktail or a sticky grenade into the group and
Those
or
seem like
C4.
weak zombies, sir. Because
No,
I literally
they start.
in Days Gone, I'll literally set what's it's called a tractor bomb, and it's basically
Yeah.
a
Hey
walkie-talkie
Joe.
attached. Hey Joe, attached to a landmine, and you
Yeah.
throw it, and they all come running, and it blows up. You kill like no, it's actually called Days Gone. It's very Walking Dead esque, but it's you might kill 10
Mm.
and there's still 90 100 more. It's insane,
It's
and
the
the
only
best
way
gun
you
to
get
use
a
it
deer
is the
by
Tommy
playing
gun.
your game. You don't do it in real life.
Yeah, there you go.
No, like on Call of Duty, it's a round. You by rounds, and every fuck you too, old man. So the zombies start out kind of weak, and there's not that many. But as each round progresses, they get stronger and stronger, and more zombies come out each round. So yeah, you might wrangle them up into a circle or into a group, a cluster, and then you hit them with C4, and you might only kill 10 or 15. You might maybe you'll kill 10 of them. Um, but yeah, Black Ops Cold War. But then you still got to deal with the other remaining ones. You got to bring your there you
Yeah, it's because I got the door open and it's starting to rain a little bit.
go. Ah, cheers. But this is just something for me to kill time, and plus you can get stupid XP from playing zombies by yourself.
Oh
Like
really?
I think I sent Cameron a picture one time where I had like 75,000 XP from one game of zombies.
Holy crap!
So you should be able to
It's
get.
actually
It's not
it's
that hard to
actually
find.
nonsensical nonsense underscore podcast
I
on
think it's nonsensical underscore nonsense underscore
it might,
podcast.
yeah, exactly, something like that.
But if you go to the search bar, you can put in nonsensical nonsense and find it.
Yeah, it's not super amazing our Instagram, but
Yeah.
we're working on it.
Well,
we both kind of sleep on Instagram. We hit Twitter pretty decently hard. TikTok we hit pretty decently hard. Everything else kind of falls by the wayside. And it's not our fault. It's just because we're lazy dudes. Oh, is that our YouTube channel that you just sent, Brian?
I did, however, make 2 videos on TikTok this past weekend.
Oh, did you? I have.
Yeah.
I've literally barely. I worked so much. I. And the funny thing about work though is like, my wife has to yell at me to get off the computer at the end of the day, or I'll keep working. Oh, okay. For
Video
game
trailer
for
that
that game. I'll have to check that out.
you don't have to sub. Just follow us on Twitch.
Yeah. Well,
We go live
so-
on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter,
Facebook,
Yeah,
and
and here on Haps.
here in Haps. Yeah.
Yep. It's all free for right now until we get big and famous, and then we charge you guys for everything.
Yeah, we're gonna charge you. Well, the one guy I watch, I get most of my news stories because he lands as much center as anyone,
Mhm.
and to become a member, to get like exclusive stuff and blah blah blah, it's like $50 a month, and I'm like, look, dude, I like you, but $50, Jesus, calm down, sir.
Does he got like a Patreon or something like that?
No, it's like it's a members. He's got his own website. It's I don't want to shout
gotcha.
it. It's a members only site, but where it's like they do a podcast. He does a news, like a 30-minute news brief, and each one will have a subject. You know, it's like the Dems are out of control, or blah blah blah. It's interesting.
Speaking of
it's
YouTube,
informative,
how you
but-
doing, Ashley?
All the time you're gonna finish, so I can buy the tickets for Spider-Man.
Are we going tonight?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna keep this one as short as possible, sir, because I'm going to see Spider-Man tonight.
We are not keeping this as short as possible. Your wife is not going to come in here with her bullshit. This is Wednesday night. It's podcast night, and you're not going to
No,
go
I'm
see
saying,
Spider-Man
we
until
do
10
our
o'clock.
2 hours, and I'm out.
Well, that's
No.
the other thing. It's going to be changing too. We're going to be going to 3 hours. I'm serious, so we can fit all the
Oh.
segments in.
No, because all the segments, yeah.
Yeah, because we have a hard time fitting. Once we do the first hour, we have a hard time getting news and top 10 in, and
Right.
with everything else I'm going to be adding, we're going to be going to 3 hours. Plus,
We usually do that
hopefully,
anyways.
hopefully, we'll start having a lot more new music and musicians here before long, for breaks
Nice.
and stuff like that. So, there's some changes coming down the road.
Yeah.
Down the road. So yeah, OBJ's gotten 3 touchdowns since he's been with the Rams. He still sucks, but so I'm forcing Jeff into responsibilities that if he flakes off and I have to take over, I'm going to fly to Cancun and strangle his goofy ass.
Damn.
That's going to be it.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but the new Spider-Man movie will still be in theaters tomorrow.
I know, but the problem is like all the YouTube outlets that comment on this stuff, they'll start doing breakdowns tonight.
Oh, you know what you do? You don't fucking watch them.
Oh, I don't.
I have
But the
never
problem
ever watched a spoiler or seen a spoiler
Oh,
on
no,
all the movie
I don't
stuff
watch
that I
that
watch.
shit because of the simple
on
fact that
YouTube.
I don't want it spoiled.
Yeah. Oh, hey, guess what? The new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man fucks up and opens the multiverse, and all the bad guys come, and they're confused because he's not the same Peter Parker they're used to. And then the other 2 Peter Parkers, they show up, and then it's an epic showdown between all the villains and the 3 Spider-Mans. And, spoiler Spoiler alert, there may be a cameo from a couple of MCU characters that are not part of the MCU, and one Spider-Man character that was only in animation form might make an appearance in the new
Oh, really?
Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
Yes.
speaking of movies, uh,
Oh, there
I,
you go.
I
Good job,
I
though.
sent you that link. I sent you that link for that uh, upcoming movies on
Yeah.
Messenger, and one of them is for the new Flash, and they just ever daintily hint that it could be Michael Keaton as Batman in it
In what?
in the new Flash movie.
In the new what movie?
Flash. Check
Flash
out the
must
trailer.
be going
It's a
back in time or going to
no, no, no. Well, I don't know,
a
but they
alternate
literally
Earth.
show Flash and they show Batman's cowl come up and you see the ears and stuff from behind. And what's really crazy is you
Yeah.
see one guy, one of Flash's friends, or whatever, at what you're assuming is the Batmobile.
What's going on, Mark?
What is assumed the
Nobody's
Batmobile
home. Go away.
under a cover, and it looks
Mhm.
like the '89 Batman.
Nice. Brian, what did you download that game onto? PC or? Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. How you doing, Mark? Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
Mark, that's awesome.
I was gonna say something. I told her. All right.
Oh yeah, we'll check that out.
Well, I'll get the notifications that that you. I think I got it, that you added us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But shit, I was gonna say something. And I got totally sidetracked. Fuck, I can't remember. Anywho, yeah, that's how my
But yeah,
brain works.
the new Flash trailer in that link I sent you, and what's really cool is it's set up in like little segments. So when you fast forward, it tells you what the next trailer is, and
Yeah.
go to the Flash one and watch that trailer. It's the same Flash guy that was in Justice League, so it's the same.
Well,
kid.
they're all supposed to be Flash and Cyborg are supposed to be getting their standalone movies and shit
Mhm.
like that. So it's just a matter of how long is DC gonna sit on their asses and lolly fuck around and not get
And
the
fuck up
DCU
quickly.
up and running.
Well, but they hint at you see the kid standing next to a covered car, and you're assuming it's the Batmobile, and it looks like the '89 Batmobile from the first Batman movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
That
what I was.
general shape.
I wondered if Barry goes back in time or if he goes
Well, it
into
hints that he does because you see him tap on his mom's shoulder in the kitchen.
yeah, because I mean, if they follow, I mean, obviously the whole him turning into the Flash and this that and the other thing, and then he's ultimately at the end of the day he's trying to set his dad free because his dad was put away for the murder of his mom when it was Reverse Flash that killed her.
I
Right.
need to take a shower.
He went back. Reverse Flash went back in time. He was going to kill Barry, so Barry never became the Flash, but instead he killed his mom.
Right. Which is the whole concept of the TV show.
Yeah.
At least
Well, Mark, if you'd have been here at the beginning of the show, then you would have known that by an overwhelming response and
as in
the
two,
numbers,
me and
the
you.
numbers were through
Mark,
the
do me a favor.
roof.
Go on to Twitter. Go on.
The
to
numbers were
Nonsensical
through the
Nonsense on
roof.
Twitter
The
and
polls are
fucking
closed.
Vote.
The
It's
polls
not-
are closed.
There's
You
no
can't
poll.
you can't just
It's literally
you
just
you
retweet.
you can't just reopen the polls to benefit you.
Of course I can. I have the Twitter right here on the laptop.
I'll delete the bitch. I'll change the password.
So basically, what you're saying is the only way you can win is to cheat.
I didn't
Ooh.
cheat. I didn't cheat.
That's what you're saying.
I do not know. I do not know who the Glick Show is. I don't know who this person is. They clearly listened to the episode, heard the argument, realized that you were wrong, and they voted in my favor. I have no control over that. I won.
Oh, that's so
Look,
bad.
listen, Donald Trump. I won the election. Calm down. You can't demand recounts because every time the recounts come out, it's gonna be the same. I win, you lose. Just like in Big Daddy, I win.
Let's do a vote now.
This is bullshit. Are you gonna
This
reach
is
again?
bullshit. Every time he has no acting, he wins.
Well, Mark, you should be following us on all social media, and then you would get all the notifications.
That the new Kevin James movie, Rob Schneider's in it. Have you seen
Jeff
the trailer
has
for
a
that?
lot.
I can't say that. I don't know what that is.
Read it.
Oh, I'm reading it.
Read it out loud, sir.
No, I'm okay.
I know that your reading skills are not the
No, but
greatest, but
it's. I'm reading it to myself, going, yeah, I agree to say I'm incorrect
um,
or lack thereof.
well, it looks like Pop's bought a new bike,
Oh, really?
a trike, a Honda Goldwing trike, maybe.
Nice. Looks like
Well
some
then,
dope. They got all the bells and whistles.
this motherfucker. But yes, Mark. So overwhelmingly, I won.
Oh, jeez.
Jeff was wrong. Uh, Look, I
On
gave
Chris's
you.
gravestone will be the
I
number
gave
8.
you.
I guarantee fucking you.
There
And
are
I
eight,
and
and
literally
Jeff is
I'll be the
wrong.
one scratching out that 8 and writing a 10.
Kevin.
Just know I will come back and haunt you, and I will stick things in your ass every night while you're trying. I mean, like in a scary movie.
Scary movie. Tori Spelling gets
Yeah.
she gets mouth fucked by that ghost. Then she gets obsessed with him.
Yeah.
That
I'm
shit
just
cracks me
I'm
up.
just gonna randomly find foreign objects around your house. Look, I gave you the win once summer came in, and then this is true. On my stone it'll say at least Jeff didn't stuff me. Not by not no there was
No,
not by lack of effort.
don't judge what we're talking about. Don't judge the podcast by what we're talking about right now. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole Jeff stuffing his dead wife. It was a whole my funeral, him showing up with a Build-A-Bear machine. Oh, we don't
We
judge
already
you guys.
know.
We already know. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But shit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, yeah. No, I gave it to you once summer came in and said nipples. I included nipples to be 9 and 10, but all the other bullshit that you were reaching for was I ixnayed that real quick and in a hurry.
Yeah. Well, so
That
basically, what you're saying right now is that I was right.
I'm saying we were both right.
Oh my God. Those words, I guarantee you, those words will never escape your lips. That Jeff, you were right. Is it that fucking hard, Mister? Jesus
It doesn't.
Christ!
It's not a you
It's
thing.
not the end of the fucking world to admit that you were wrong.
It's not. It's not a you thing. It's. I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I refuse
King,
to be
King fucking
wrong.
Midas over here going, I can't be wrong.
Yeah. I'm on that hill, and you think I'm dead, but I'm not dead. I'm never died. You can't kill me.
Hanging on to every little rock, living fruit.
I refuse to die. This is my hill. You
On your
cannot kill me.
deathbed, on your deathbed, your final words was, I was right.
About everything.
And
Everything I've
I'll
ever
literally
said.
wait till your last breath and go, he was wrong. Every fucking thing he ever said was wrong.
Well, that whole the great debate, that whole thing last what was that Saturday night is what spurred the genius idea that I had for Jeff's new
What the hell? You just muted and your camera turned off. Ah, now he's gone. Of course he is. I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, right, Mark? It's fucking rude. He just bounced. What an ass. He can't take the fact that he was wrong, so he just jumped off. He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Oh, I don't know what he did. Could be a big stand. Yeah. No, I totally get that joke. That's hilarious. I love that fucking movie, too. Yeah, right? He jumped in a hole. An old town cowboy. That's actually funny. I don't know what the hell happened, Chris. Let me grab my phone. I think I left it up here. I did. As I knock over my mic and everything else. His fucking battery died. Thank you, Mark. You know what? I take that as a compliment. Oh. Pop sent a picture of his bike, so let's check that out too. Oh, that's nice. Pops, that fucking is dope. I don't know if you guys see that. That's Pop's new bike. That's dope. I like that. Let's see what the